everyone, my name is Sarah Raybuck and I will be your instructor for this course, Social Work 630. I hope you are excited for this course as it will provide you with a more advanced understanding of clinical practice. I am very excited to be joining you and I'm really excited to get to know everyone as well. Here you will see a general description of the course. The course is really designed to build off of your knowledge and experience that you've already gained in your foundation year, as well as provide you with a more advanced understanding of theory and intervention. This video is really to serve as an explanation of what is expected for the course and the objectives of the course. If you have additional questions following viewing this video, please do not hesitate to message me. I will do my best to answer any questions that you might have. I can respond within 48 hours, but most of my availability is actually between Friday and Monday, which I know is not the typical hours of availability, but I'm more likely to respond quickly during that time. You will find my bio on the About Your Instructor page, but just to give you a little background about myself, I am currently working full-time as a clinical social worker doing outpatient therapy. I've been doing clinical work for about 8 years, so I'm hoping as the course progresses that some of my clinical experiences can help to really enrich some of the content in this course for you. I will be posting weekly videos and try to include some of my experience related to the readings or the discussion questions. So now I'd like to review the syllabus, so let me just switch to that. Okay, so here you will see the syllabus. And so I'm going to try to expand on the syllabus. I understand that you can all, read the words here. So I'm not going to read it word for word, just more so give you some additional information based on what my expectations might be. The one that I have pulled up here is actually the downloaded copy of the syllabus in case it looks differently than what you have. This is, at least for me, just a little bit more user-friendly. Let me see here. Please read through all of the competencies and related behavior sections. I don't know that I really have anything to add there, but if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd like to focus a little bit more on just the assignments and what you can expect there. So now here you'll find the texts that are required. I hope everyone has already obtained them. First, we have the APA manual. This will be to this. I'm sure many of you are aware of the Purdue OWL website. This website is pretty user-friendly and helpful to reference for any APA format questions. In addition to this, we have the Cooper book and the Goldstein book. In my reading of these books, my observation is that the Cooper book tends to provide more practical intervention education, while the Goldstein book provides more understanding of theoretical frameworks for clinical practice and history as well. Both will be great books to continue to have on hand even past graduation as you continue as a clinical social worker. I know that I have kept many of my books from my MSW education and continue to reference them to this day. So, as you'll see here, we have the course requirements. The estimated time that will be dedicated to this course will be approximately 19 to 20 hours per week, so please plan accordingly. And hopefully you can find the appropriate school-work-home balance. I know that that's extremely difficult, but also very important. Here we have the policies. Integrity is important when participating in this course. The main thing to note here is the importance of APA citations. Plagiarism is not tolerated, and if it does occur, will result in a 0 for that assignment. It is best to paraphrase and appropriately cite any information gathered from readings. Direct quotes can be at times useful, but not often the best practice in writing, whether in a discussion forum or paper, so please keep that in mind. I will go over attendance in the weekly breakdown, though please make sure you're participating in discussions weekly. If for any reason you are unable to complete a discussion or assignment on time, please reach out to me in advance. I fully understand and expect unexpected things come up, but that can impact deadlines. But please just reach out to me as soon as possible through Canvas. In any communication throughout the course, it's expected to be professional and adherent to the NASW Code of Ethics. Here you can see a guideline for interactions through discussion forums, as well as any email and messaging related to the course, whether it be between you and myself or between yourself and another student. So, that's just listed here in the netiquette guidelines. In terms of instructor availability, please, again, feel free to view the About Your Instructor section in the course modules. You will find my background and contact information. Messaging through Canvas is best, though you will find my email and phone number there if needed as well. Again, I will respond within 48 hours to any message, though the best times to reach me are between Friday and Monday, so essentially the weekends. Please note that if any technical issues may arise, please contact the Personal Support Center, as they will for sure be more helpful than I will be regarding tech issues. In addition to that, if you would have any need to meet with me, we can possibly arrange a Zoom meeting or a phone call, but just reach out to me. In terms of learning accommodations, if you have any need for learning accommodations, please contact the Student Support Services. I'm more than happy to follow any accommodations that might be needed, but it is a requirement that this be established through the Student Support Services office. So please do reach out sooner rather than later. Okay, so now we get down to the grading. Here you can see, I guess it's not all in my screen here, but a kind of a breakdown of the grading for this course. You will see that class participation is a large portion of this course, so please make sure to focus on the discussions, especially when thinking about clinical practice. Class discussion is where you will learn the most. You may find that there are a variety of different perspectives on any given topic. Having an understanding of these varying perspectives can help you become a better clinical social worker and really just enrich your own perspectives on the reading. I know for myself, looking back on my own MSW education, much of my understanding of clinical work came through open discussion during class, whether it be about specific cases or from fieldwork or readings. The discussion forums are pretty much a way to facilitate this kind of communication in the online environment. In addition to the discussions, you will see that there are 3 papers due week 2, week 4, and 6. Please review the grading rubrics for the discussions as well as each individual paper. I will be grading very much based off of that rubric, so it may be actually a good idea to have these on hand when you're completing the assignments. So I guess you could say, just scrolling down here, we kind of already went through some of these things. I guess you could say that the main assignment, the core assignment to this course will be the developmental assessment paper. As it's an assignment that receives, I guess, special attention within your education. As you approach graduation, you will be asked to upload the assignment as a requirement for graduation. So that may be the main focus of the course, and I'll go through that once we get through the rubrics. Okay. So here you'll see the rubrics for assignments. What I'm looking for from you is really an expression of understanding as well as an expansion on that understanding, whether it be providing a relation to clinical experience or a reference from the readings. And, the expectations for the discussions They'll always be graded based on this rubric, but when I post my weekly videos, I will be providing a better understanding of what I expect for each individual discussion week to week. The attachment reflection paper should be a pretty simple assignment. You will need to first take the attachment style test and discuss your reactions to this. Your thoughts, any relevant history that may have influenced you, as well as what you believe the impact of your attachment style might have on your work. Again, just please review the rubric when you're completing this. So for the developmental assessment paper, you will be required to select a case from your past field work. It could be worthwhile to begin thinking about this now. The case you select should ideally be one that was particularly challenging for you. As you see, if you cannot choose one from field experience, you can choose one from a movie. Though if you do this, please contact me and we can discuss prior to beginning the assignment. There are pretty thorough instructions you can read through here. Some important things to note are to make sure that you appropriately maintain the confidentiality of your client, such as by changing any identifying information. As you see, this is going to be great practice in taking a thorough look at the client as well as the client-worker relationship, all of which will be helpful as you enter the field of clinical social work. I know in my experience, these are things I am constantly considering within my work, whether it be my clients' past experiences and their impact on current functioning, their goals, or the potential impacts of any transference or countertransference. All of these factors provide a lot of insight into appropriate work with clients. The final assignment, which hopefully I can find it here. Oh, we're still on developmental assessment. The final assignment, the integrating clinical material with theoretical concepts paper, is much more based on how you implement research into your work. You will be using the same case as you had in your developmental assessment paper. These papers does not need to be necessarily focused on what has been done with the client, but more on what you would have done looking back if you had the client again. Please place a lot of attention here on APA, as the paper is going to require a literature review. So now looking at the course schedule. Here you'll see the course schedule. Note that for discussion forums, initial posts are due by Thursday of that week at 11:59 p.m. and responses are due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. You will see here that the assigned readings, but please make sure to review on the week modules if there are any additional readings posted. In addition, I will be posting weekly videos just to give you an overview of expectations, my thoughts on the readings, or what I would like you to get out of the readings. So please make sure to view them. There are a lot of useful websites at the bottom of the syllabus that might be helpful to reference. So just take a look at that. It could be useful in, any resources for discussions or papers, or just generally for clinical practice. These are a lot of great sites to check out. But yeah, again, I am very excited to be joining you for the course. Please reach out with any additional questions and be on the lookout for my weekly videos. Thank you.